Hello, I'm Aiden. Welcome back to my channel. It's time for a game today called SimplePlanes. It looks like it's similar to AV Assembly, which I played a couple months ago, so I'm very excited. Yo, they got everything here. They got school, races, combat, challenges, and sandbox. Okay. If it's anything like AV Assembly, I'll know how to build my first plane, but I'll still go to school for it. I'll still go to school for it. To build an airplane together. Well, that sounds grand. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Let's freaking go. This dude's gonna be huge. 5 more blocks? Don't mind if I do. Oops. 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 I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Trust me. Trust. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Do I get an award for that? Do I get an award? She's already looking like something I would build in in AV Assembly, honestly. Little torpedo guy, that's great. Nose cone. Oh yeah. Make the plane look nicer. Okay. Aw, frick, dude. Nice. This plane's gonna look so great, and I'm doing it all on my own. Customize the wings. Yo. This is cray-hay-hazy. Okay, kind of glad I did the school thing. This is way different than AV Assembly. Golly. Landing gear. Okay, this is great. Oops. This is grand. I'm having a good time. I feel like I'm definitely learning like a big brain type of person. Put a blade on this guy? Great. Part proportions. I'm gonna proportionalize the hell out of this right here. Wow, 5 little wangs. Oh, there's more? We're doing more? But we're only doing... I can put a wing on the wing? Yo. That's crazy news. I'm gonna get goofy with it. I already know. Okay, I'll probably skip through a lot of the flight school part. But it's gonna get goofy, trust. Oh, hold up. Oh, I get to try and fly it. You know what? It actually looks kind of sleek. Like, it's not practical. There's, like, no cargo room. I guess it could be for, like, training people to fly. Which kind of makes sense for me because I don't know how to fly. I didn't really fly well in AV Assembly at all. Let's freaking go. Dude, we're soaring now. How do I lift off? Yes, Queen Slay. Oh, she's great. 2,500 feet. Okay, I'll go straight up. That usually works, right? Let's go straight up towards the sun. This is beautiful. Aircraft. Oh, sure. Gear. Yes! Am I gonna crash? Am I rotating still? I'm still going up. I think I'm gonna let Jesus take the wheel here, and we're just gonna see how this plays out for me. Is this a barrel roll or an aileron roll? I always forget. Oh hey! Land ho! I found it. This is great news. Surely this won't end poorly. Okay, you know what's crazy? I actually kinda am landing. I didn't, but I almost did. It would have been cool if they told me how to throttle off. But it still says I did a great job. So I'll take that as a considerable win. Now it's time to make some fun little fellows. Let's freaking go. Ew. 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 Get this nasty. Nuh-uh-uh. Ew. That's what I just made. I don't want to look at that anymore. That's old news, bro. Okay, first and foremost, I had the thought, what if there were 5 pilots? What if there were 5 pilots and they all needed a big window? That's where my brain is going first. Is I want a nice large fuselage for them to have some cargo room, right? So it's at least a practical plane. Glass fuselage. Yo, wait a minute. Glass fuselage. We can see everything. And you know what? All the passenger can as well, which is really, really good news. Glass fuselage. What a treat, really. That's so fun. For its schnoz, I'm probably just gonna do like a regular people schnoz for now. A little red nose. Can I change its red nose? I cannot. That's unfortunate. But you know what? It adds to the charm, you know, of the airplane. An airplane made of glass. Why haven't we thought of this before? Engineers, what are we doing? Why haven't we thought of this before? Unbelievable, really. Can I not? I can't put that there? What the freak? Unbelievable news. I'll just make it longer then. Don't worry, I got this, guys. I got this for sure, skis. That's like plain-ish. You know, right? I mean, it looks like... it doesn't really look like an airplane, being glass and all, but hear me out. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic and cool. We'll plop a long pylon right on there. Why am I doing it? Because I think it's gonna look great. Primary wing, we'll put that up by these guys. And then we'll just do a little stabilizer, because we don't want to block too much of this lovely glass fuselage we have. You could like... I mean, you can't really put chairs in there, right? Because it's made out of glass. But you could totally fill it with like milk if you wanted a milk airplane. I think that'd be a grand idea. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like the plane has sunglasses on. The milk plane. I'm calling it the milk plane now. I can paint it? Can I paint the glass? Oh, that's not really white though. I wanted to pretend it was full of milk. Oh man, that's crazy news. We'll just have to pretend. We'll pretend it's full of milk, which is crazy for me. I really don't like milk. Cow's milk it tastes nasty. It's very yucky, and if you like it, that's great for... You know what? More for you. Really, more for you. That's grand. I think it tastes yucky. Which is why, inevitably, I'm not going to do it on purpose. Trust, I'm not going to do it on purpose. I have a feeling this plane is gonna crash. That's just how it's going to be. Let's put a nice big... That engine is huge. Get on the wing. I can't put it on the wing? Why not? I guess I could put it right there. Is that really how that's supposed to work? So I can't put it on the wing, which is troubling. But I can put it on the top of the fuselage. That's really great. That's definitely how that's supposed to work. Yeah, I'm gonna just run with it, actually. Oh yeah, we have to land. We have to land. I forgot. I spent so many months away from AV assembly, I forgot we actually have to land. We'll just put... I can't put it on the wing? I guess the landing gear is going on the cockpit then. We got some back wheels. We got some front wheels. And I've mirrored the wings. This is looking already like a masterpiece. Apparently, the game thinks we can only take 46 gallons of milk with us, even though the plane weighs almost 4 tons. 46 gallons. That's all you get. No more milk, otherwise we can't take off. But I think it's ready. I think it's ready to at least test fly. This is great. This is really good. It's kind of charming in a way. Like, it shouldn't be able to work. This game, by the way, claims to have realistic physics. But an entire fuselage made out of glass, I would argue, I could be wrong, I would argue, is not realistic. It is so much more transparent. And unfortunately, I don't have the editing or animating skills to make it look like it's full of milk. So we'll just pretend. We'll pretend it's full of milk. Throttle up. Ooh, she's got more speed than the last one. I'm holding full back and we can't... Oh my god, we took off like crazy. What is happening? I can't... It's uncontrollable. How do I... Oh no! You know what? You know what's crazy? Yeah, oh god. You know what's crazy? It thinks this part of the plane is the main character. For some reason, this part of the plane is the main character. I'm worried about the milk. We exploded. And look at that. Look at that. The glass body of the airplane, unharmed. Completely untouched. Unfazed even. I 100% didn't mean to crash that. That was just my bad. Autopilot. Wait a minute. What is autopilot gonna do when I gas it up? What is autopilot gonna do? Is it even gonna know what to do? That is a resounding no. Your aircraft has been critically damaged. Hey, no shit, pal. I saw it happen. I think, you know what? Autopilot is a terrible idea. I mean, I know I crashed my plane too, but autopilot really didn't even give it a chance. I at least was in the air for a couple moments. I might need a full redesign. Milk Plane did not... I couldn't control that for a single moment. So rest in peace, Milk Plane. It's only uphill from here, I promise. Okay, glass plane didn't work. What about hollow plane? By the way, the cockpit is floating? But don't worry, guys, this game is it's got a really true-to-life physics engine, is what I was told. Floating cockpit doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, not at all. I want to make a long, hollow plane. Almost as if we were to fit Milk Plane in this guy. It's like what is the one story with like Robin Hood or something where you put the arrow through the arrow in the bullseye? That would be the perfect arrow to put another arrow through to not damage the initial arrow. Is that a crazy thought? I don't care. I made a hollow plane with a floating cockpit. I can do fucking anything. It seems. But I want nice big wings like last time too. But I'm thinking there's gotta be a better way to not have to put the jet engines on the fuselage itself. Like, there's gotta be a better way to do that. Just make a nice sleek wing, something that'll give a solid amount of lift. And because I made my hollow plane so large, I'll probably need two primary wings. And maybe some like stabilizers and such. Just make it cute like that, like it's kind of... Yeah, looking at it from the top, I really don't think it's going to get enough lift from that. So I think instead of changing the wings to accommodate the lift we're going to need, I'm going to forego any logic, and I'm just going to make a third larger wing in the middle. Because surely that's how airplanes are meant to be. Surely. That's how an airplane looks, right? That's grand. You know what? I'm going to stick with it. I think it's a good idea. I don't think anything can go awry. Vertical stabilizer? Sure. Probably going to want it actually vertical, though. Maybe just one of those. That's a good look. Horizontal stabilizer? Sure. That's also a good look. That's actually like how planes look, right? Ignore the 3 wings. But that's like how the back of planes look. Is like the vertical and then the horizontal stabilizer, I think. Now, how do I get gizmos? There's gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys. Whoa. An air brake? You know what? Let's try that out. Let's put a couple air brakes on it, because I still don't know how to slow the plane down once it's in the air. Refuel drogue. Wow. You know what? Let's get a little goofy with it. Let's put a big magnet on the bottom. So we can, like, once the airplane inevitably crashes, it's like we're gonna go gold digging while it does. So it'll rip up all of like the cool gold and buried treasure as we inevitably crash land. A gyroscope, surely that'll save me from crash landing. You know what? Never mind. Never mind the magnets. They're staying. But with a nice gyroscope, I'm never gonna crash. It's simply not gonna happen. The floating cockpit is killing me. I don't know how that happened. I think I can make it not floating. There's like a way to, like, yeah. There's a way. Whoa. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The droop snoot! The snoot droops! Oh, that's really cool. The snoot droops. That's so great. You know what? It's definitely, the snoot is drooping. And that's what I love to see. And now the cockpit is not technically floating in midair anymore, which is just grand. In fact, I want the snoot to droop even further. I want the airplane looking down, you know? The snoot droops. Now, how do I get plenty of engines on here? That's the question. Okay, it seems the only way to get engines on there is to do these goofy little things there, unless there's something I'm missing. There's almost definitely something I'm missing, and considering I already completed the school, I should have learned it by now. Anyway, I put 2 of these huge Blasto VTOLs on there, which I think should give us enough speed. The droop is so snooting. The snoot is drooping, rather, but it also works that way. Massive wings. We ought to get off the ground with this one. I got the tiny wheels because I figure if the plane is perfectly mirrored, if it's perfectly mirrored, boom, just like that, then there's no way it's going to be unbalanced. Even the tiny wheels should be able to be totally fine. We do need to give it some style, though. The snoot droop, I believe, needs a little orange. Yes! A little bit of orange and a little bit of blue. It's just like the Chicago Bears. Wow! Isn't that fun? Yeah, surely this works. This has to work. My first attempt at a droop snoot. God, she looks majestic, really? Oh my god. I just realized too, where are the pilots sitting? It's hollow. It's absolutely hollow. The snoot is drooping and gets smaller. Are they just like, would they just be like laying down in there? You really get the first look at the plane crashing. That's great. It looks like a drinking straw. But definitely this has to work. Okay, the VTOL engines don't seem to have the gusto to get moving? Maybe it's the air brakes. How do I fly? What do I... Show instructions. No instructions. Okay. Maybe it's just the VTOL. Maybe that's just not the way... Maybe that's just not the way to fly a plane. Hold on. Okay, switched it, and now there's a low blasto, I think is what that's called. Yeah, the small blasto and then the big blasto, which should be, I mean, I guess it's not really balanced weight-wise, but I'm not worried about it, as long as she gets off the ground. There we go. Man, look at those engines. We definitely got power with this one. Can we get off the ground, though? Oh my god, it's like a paper airplane. Why does it... Oh. Why does it, like, immediately just, like... Was there too much? Did I build a bad plane? No, surely it's not my fault. Surely it's not my fault. What if I just gently take it off the ground? I think I made the wings too big. And also the fuselage is hollow, so like... Yeah, about that. Okay. Okay, clearly. I think I made the wings too big. What if I never needed those? What if I never needed those? I forgot that maybe because I made it a drinking straw with a droop snoot, that maybe it doesn't need that much lift after all. The wings were holding me back. Can we actually maybe fly a little bit? Can a drinking straw fly? We're answering the real questions science wants to know about. Now that's also a no, but it also didn't do any better. It can't be the fault of the droop snoot, surely. Oh, maybe it's because the plane isn't balanced. Huh. Maybe it's because the plane isn't balanced. Now I'm thinking, what if I just slightly block off the gyroscope from the wind? We're protecting the gyroscope from the wind, but then we crank on another one of these blastos, so there's more weight at the front. This has got to be the solution. This has got to be the solution. A little extra power. It's not... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. I'm flying with my mouse. I didn't even mean to. I'm in the air! Oh. I was in the air. Maybe if I didn't accident... Okay, autopilot. No, this has got to work. Autopilot's got to be the way. The plane looks so good. How could this not fly? Kind of looks like he's wearing sunglasses. That's great. So, if it's on autopilot and I just get it off the ground, can it? It cannot. It cannot. Now, how the hell did Milk Plane at least fly, and Droop Snoot is such a failure? Give me 1 sec. I want to see if I can make a plane that flies. Now, it's kind of a weird start, but hear me out. I think it's gonna work this time. Surely, this must be the one. It's got a little bit of a nose. It's got a big schnoz, but you know what? So do I. So it's modeled after me. You know. So it's modeled after me. Huge noggin, big nose, but hopefully functional. So what I ask of myself every night of every day is can we just be functional today? It would be cool. It would simply be cool if we were functional today. So that's the hope, at least. Being functional. And I'm going to try the same idea with like... Granted, I don't know if it's logical to like bring it down like that. Kind of makes it look smooth and sleek. This... I say the word smooth and the word sleek, and this is the plane. Oh, what am I doing? I've literally spent too long away from AV assembly, and now I actually don't know how to build an airplane. I also didn't know how to build an airplane then, but I still don't know now. So at least I'm consistent. At least I'm consistent with it. So I want to see, I did a little structural wing, so I can actually hopefully put... Can I? I can't put... I still can't put the engine on the structural wing, but I think I can put my landing gear on it. So we're just gonna have to pretend that's where engines go. We'll just not put passengers in that part of the fuselage, I think, is what we're gonna do. We'll just not put passengers in that part. We'll do... I can't do landing gear on a structural wing either? That's terrible news. Oh no. That's okay. The landing gear being a little goofy didn't matter last time. And by goofy I mean it's just tiny little wheels. But surely this is how airplanes are supposed to function. Look at that. I mean, it's only slightly glitched out. But I think with a little bit of finishing touches, we're gonna make it look like a war airplane. No, I don't like that. We're gonna make it look like the McDonald's logo instead. Because why not? Because what are they gonna do? Sue me? Well, guess what? Your plane's gonna crash, freak, so don't get all up in my steez, dog. What am I missing? I'm missing gizmos and gadgets. That's what I'm missing. Weapons. No way. A wing gun? Okay. That's what I was missing all along. I was missing weapons. Yeah, let's put a gun in that wing. Nice, dude. A minigun? Boom 50. Yowza. Let's just stick with a couple wing guns for now. Yeah. Now that's charming. That's charming. I still want a gizmo at least. I can afford one gizmo today. That's all I can do, really. I want a winch. I want a winch right on its tummy. A tummy winch. Kind of looks like a lunchbox, but you know what? I'm going to look past that. This plane has to be the one. Oh no. Your engines aren't getting enough air. Put some inlets on your plane. Oh no. Oh no. It knows they're in the body. Shucks. Well, I guess we'll put them outside of the body then. That's gotta be the play. That's gotta be the play. Yeah. No way you say that to me twice. Fixed. Please fly. Oh no. It kind of looks like a duck. It looks like a duck if you like dipped it in blood. Oh, the little lunchbox has physics to it. That's great. I think I'm stupid. What am I doing wrong? Maybe these were the wrong type of wheels. I think I got it. I think I got the wheels I need. Now the plane will most certainly not fall over. These engines don't do shit though. I don't know what it is about these types of engines. Maybe they're not meant for airplanes, which is weird that they put them in an airplane game. But yeah, that's not... These ones aren't cutting it, which is unfortunate. We'll just have to go back. Maybe these. I don't know if I've used these ones yet. Put it right on top, right in between the wheels. This is a bogus airplane. I'm making it, and I'm calling that this is a bogus airplane. Yeah, I don't really want that down there, actually. Wait, really? I can put it on the tip? This changes everything. Okay, wait a minute. No, we're so back. We are so back. Look at this. This plane started as my attempt at making a realistic plane, but it's gotten so much better. What am I? What am I doing? Surely this has to take off like a regular people airplane, right? Yes? No, we're spinning. We're spinning. I'm not sure why we are. We did it! Yes! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn. You know what? Oh, look at how far we went. Wow. Oh, we're stuck underwater. But you know what? Why did I start turning? Autopilot is off. Why did I start turning? I mean, the plane is perfectly balanced, right? Surely it's not the huge wheels in the way. You know what? I didn't even try firing the guns. What's the gun button? Oh, I got it. I got it. How? I'm no physics major. But I don't know how those bullets are making it through the enormous tire. It's kind of insane. What if I just throttle up a little bit and then not start turning wildly? No! I did it again! Shoot the ground! You won't take me! It definitely took me. Wow. I didn't even need a gyroscope to have the little gyroscope thingy. Why would you need an extra gyroscope? That's goofy. There is something... I'll claim it. I'll make sure to save this guy first. We'll save this guy. We just did DROOP SNOOT. This is gonna be Macca's. Because it kind of looks like it. It also looks like a duck, too. With its like honk honk kind of thing going on. There's something about this game I'm not understanding. Clearly, its physics engine is not as forgiving as AV Assemblies was. It's still fun nonetheless, though. I thought those were some quality airplanes. Clearly, the game engine did not agree on any one of them, really. Which is kind of fascinating that I go 0 for 3 when I never took an L in AV Assembly. Literally, every plane was perfect. Or, except for the one that was like a big panda. El Panda Gordo. That one didn't really, that didn't pan out. Regardless, 0 for 3 is kind of rough on making airplanes, but my first attempt at SimplePlanes, it seems a lot more complicated, and the physics engine is a little more harsh, so I'll become accustomed to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, though. If you like this type of content, smooch that subscribe button. Appreciate you.